What I'm going to do is splice the two videos that I made together into one video because they're both very disorganized thoughts and I need to just do better with this whole thing. What's up, YouTube? Happy Mental Illness Awareness Week. It's finally here. I am so freaking excited because this is something I really believe in, obviously, and I get to share things with you to help promote awareness, which is super important. So I have been thinking about making this video for months now. This is actually my second time recording it, which I don't know why, because I'm making it a big deal when reality it probably isn't. I'm bipolar, which is new for me. In the past, yeah, I thought I was diagnosed, so I didn't just think, but everyone thought I was depressed, which made sense with some things that are going on in my life. When I first got diagnosed or whatever, going through the process, they were like, all right, you really need to be on medicine, you need to be on medicine a month ago, you need to be on medicine now. There was no question about it. I was sort of uneasy. I'm very uneasy about medication, anything prescription, just because I think that it's not natural, and whatever you're putting into your body is if it's not supposed to be there, it just makes me feel very weary. These drugs cause liver failure and shit. So whatever I'm putting in my body, if it's gonna cause organs to fail, that doesn't really seem for me. I don't know. So they were like, you have to be on this medication, you have to be on this medication. So I was just all right, no thank you, I'm good. I went back to Chicago and things didn't get better, things were worse, and I was like, you know what, I'll do the medication, screw this. It was the worst thing ever. My mood was fine, my emotions were I didn't even think about my emotions half the time. It was just that I had a severe allergic reaction, and I broke into I can spare you all the details. Anyway, it was bad, and I hate being in discomfort that gives me anxiety over everything else, so it made everything super bad. So I was I'm off. As soon as I started taking it, I was oh, I'm better, screw this. So they tried to give me another type of medication, and I basically was all right, I'll try another one, but this one would make your hair fall out. So I was you know what, I'm good. I'm not being this little guinea pig. And they said it was probably gonna be fine. I probably wouldn't have allergic reaction to it because it was a different type of chemical. Fuck all that. I wasn't dealing with I wasn't I don't. So right now I'm not on any medication, and I've actually been relatively fine. I have been manic, which is okay, to a certain degree. I haven't been drinking, which is new. I've been I think I've maybe had a few beers, but I haven't been drunk, which surprise, surprise, it's college. Trying to get enough sleep, trying to exercise, a lot of things that naturally will keep me from being going into some episode or something, or crashing into some depression. So this is just how I'm handling it now. I don't really know if I'm gonna go back on medication in the future, probably, because this shit is hard, but I just have to find the right doctor and the right types. It's just I think everything was just moving really freaking fast in the beginning, and I feel maybe that happens for a lot of people. You're diagnosed with something, you don't really know what it's about, and people throw medication at you, and nah, I wasn't that's how you hear about people dying and stuff. And I had to get blood tests for these medications because it could fuck up my white blood cell count and give me some type of other disease, all of that. No, no. So right now we're taking it slowly. So, for those of you who don't know, bipolar disorder, there's different types. I'm bipolar type 1. This means that in terms I actually I'm really bad at science, so it's hard for me to describe this, but the chemicals in your brain that control your moods in terms of the elevations, if you're happy or not happy, but you feel good versus you feel shit. So in bipolar people's minds, for whatever reason, the chemicals don't work correctly. So that means that you can become really elevated, past the point where you should be, or you can be super, super low. So what this does is create, like, if you're super, super high, this is called mania, or if you're manic. So for bipolar type 1, that's typically seen more, and that, like, you're manic, you have a lot of high energy, you're talking really fast, and then you have the other side where you're, like, you know, depressed, essentially, and you're super, super, super low, like, you know, suicidal, just not going, like, it's, like, super bad. So what makes bipolar disorder so dangerous is the fact that you go between those states. Not like all of a sudden, like I'm sitting here and all of a sudden I'm like, although there's these things called mixed states, which aren't fun, or mixed episodes, whatever. But the idea is that, like, it becomes dangerous because depending on your behavior, let's say things that, like, I wouldn't do, because things that I wouldn't do would be like going out drinking, or well, I stayed up. I haven't slept yet. But that's because of homework. But that's also the reason why, like, I'm feeling this way. So, like, not sleeping, that also can, like, be detrimental. I'm good, I think. So in these instances where you make irrational decisions, or, like, I'm being told that, like, if I'm manic, I'm making rational decisions, it's hard for me to figure out, like, do I know when I'm manic? Like, right now, I feel very elevated. I feel very happy. I feel like I want to do a bazillion projects. Like, I'm, like, making a YouTube video right now, and I have, like, a shit ton of homework I need to be doing, and I'm, like, super, like, focused on, like, this. So, like, it's like these things where, like, I see that that's an impulsive decision to, like, focus on that, and while that might not seem big, it, like, becomes bigger. I don't know if this is just me being irresponsible, or if this is, like, my mania. Like, that's the thing. It's like, how do I know, like, what's me and what's not? Because, like, that's, like, I mean, up until this point, everything I've been doing I thought was just, like, my personality, and now someone says, like, oh, you, like, have this, like, disorder that causes you, like, your different behavioral, like, problems or issues or differences, I should say. So it's sort of like, I don't know, because, I mean, I haven't done anything super reckless. I would say that's dangerous at all. But yeah, like, how do you know? And, like, is there a point where, like, you'll be able to stop yourself? I don't know. My therapist says I don't have, like, there's a spectrum of, as with any mental illness, that I haven't had severe manic episodes, which is great, because apparently those suck. More even so, like, confused about, like, when it's been 3 days and I haven't slept or eaten, and I've just been up doing things, and I'm like, I don't know what to do with myself. Like, I am, like, not, like, manic in the sense that I'm, like, out, like, doing drugs and, like, partying and spending thousands of dollars. I'm, like, in my house, like, dancing at, like, 4 a.m. So, like, I know that's not healthy in the sense that, like, I'm not getting any sleep. I, like, should be eating more, like, all these different things. But at the same time, it's like, my mania isn't, like, is that bad? I don't know. Like, what do I do? Do I, like, go to the hospital? Do I go to a doctor? Do I, like, say I haven't, like, slept? I don't know. All right, I'm done rambling, and you guys are probably like, where is this dude going? Obviously, I need a nap, and for the rest of my videos, I'm going to write things down. All right, peace out, YouTube.